आप ज्वाइन जो खाना वीडियोस ऑन प्लीज. Okay. Now, in yesterday's class, we talked about an animal fiber that is wool. We saw how fibers from wool is obtained, how fibers from wool are obtained, and how they are processed into yarn with which clothes or fabrics are made. Woolen fabrics are made. We saw the steps: shearing, scouring, sorting, drying, dyeing, and reeling. Okay. And today we will talk about another type of fiber obtained from animal. Okay. Another type of animal fiber. This is also a natural fiber called silk. Now, silk fibers are also animal fibers and they are obtained from silk moths. Okay, they are obtained from silk moths. Silk moths are reared for obtaining silk. The rearing of silkworm is called sericulture. Okay, is called sericulture. Have you heard the term sericulture? The rearing of silk moths. Okay, the term for that is known as sericulture. Now we will talk about life history of a silk moth. Hello, Hannah. Life history of a silk moth. Okay. Now, a female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at one time, from which are hatched larvae, which are called caterpillars or silkworms. Okay, a female silkworm altogether lays hundreds of eggs together, and out of that hatches a baby of silk moth called larvae. Okay, or larva. Larva is a singular term, larvae, multiple. Okay, and then they turn to caterpillars. Okay, they grow in size after feeding plenty of leaves. After feeding plenty of leaves, they grow in size and become caterpillars. Okay, now these caterpillar swings its head from side to side. Okay, it swings its head from side to side in the form of the number 8. Okay, swings its head from side to side in the form of number 8. Now, during these movements, the caterpillar secretes fiber made of protein. Okay, from its mouth, it secretes a thing that is made up of protein. Okay, and when this fiber hardens, when it is exposed to air, this fiber hardens and becomes silk fiber. Okay, it becomes
Good
silk
morning.
fiber. Good morning. Soon the caterpillar completely covers itself by silk fibers. Okay, when it completely covers itself with silk fibers, that stage of the caterpillar is called pupa. Okay, that stage of caterpillar is called pupa. This covering is known as cocoon, and the covering is called cocoon. Now, the silk yarn, that is the silk thread, we get from the cocoon of the silk moths. Okay, we get it from the cocoon of the silk moth. I will show you some images.
Ma'am, did I miss anything?
No, Hannah, you didn't miss anything. This is the life cycle of a silk moth. Okay, it starts as eggs called the larva. Okay, small eggs are called larva, singular form, and plural are plural form of larva, larvae, VAE. Okay, then it turns into caterpillar. Okay, the larva grows a little bit and becomes a caterpillar. When this caterpillar starts secreting this thread and covers itself in it, okay, it becomes cocoon. Okay, cocoon is that covering, the whole covering, and inside the caterpillar is known as pupa. Okay, and cocoon. Okay, then it turns into adult moths. Okay, it bursts open and the pupa comes out and it becomes adult moths. Okay, and then again that adult moth lays eggs. Okay, then the larva, caterpillar, and cocoon. This is a cycle of the moth, silkworms. Okay, cycle of the silk moths. Okay, I'll show you some images related to. This is how it looks like. Okay, this is a silk cocoon in real life. This is how. This is what it looks like. The silk cocoon. Okay, silkworm is there inside, and this is a person who collected the silk cocoons. Okay, this is what the silk cocoons look like. All right. Now, now there is now in the silkworms, silk moths, there are different types of silk moths also. Okay, there are different types of silk moths, and based on these different types of silk moths, we have different types of silk. Okay, we have different types of silk based on what type of silk moths. Okay, now these silk moths look very different from one another, and the silk yarn they yield is different in texture. Okay, the silk yarn that are given by the different silk moths is also different in texture. Some is soft silk, some is shiny, some is coarse, means a little bit rough. Okay, types of silk are tassar silk, Munga silk, kosa silk, etc., are obtained from cocoons of different types of moths. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. Okay, the most common type is mulberry silk moth. Now, the silk fiber from the cocoon of this moth is soft, lustrous, and elastic. Okay, the mulberry silk moth. What type of silk does it produce? It produces soft, lustrous, and elastic silk fibers. It can be dyed also in beautiful colors. Okay, it is dyed in beautiful colors. Now, this is an activity. Collect pieces of silk cloth of various types. You can find them in a tailor shop among the heap of waste cut pieces. Compare the texture, flexibility, and softness of these fabrics. Now take a piece of artificial silk and compare it with natural silk. Write your observations. I have compared it. Okay, so I'm telling you my observation. Artificial silk is heavier. Okay, it is more heavier and a little coarse. Okay, whereas the natural silk directly obtained from the moth is lightweight. Okay, the natural silk is lightweight and very soft. Okay, if you've seen those videos where they pass them through a ring, a whole sari through a ring, small ring. Okay, so the silk, actual silk is very soft, shiny, elastic, okay, and lightweight, whereas artificial silk is lesser soft and more uh, heavier. Okay, so that's some comparison. Now, there is another activity. Hello, Zoe. Take an artificial silk thread and a pure silk thread. Burn these threads carefully. Did you notice any difference in the smell while burning? Now burn a woolen fiber carefully. Did it smell like burning of artificial silk or like that of pure silk? And can you explain why? Okay, you can check this out. But be very careful. Don't burn yourselves. Okay, do it with an adult. If you plan to do the activity, do it with your parents only. Okay, now during silkworm, we will see how silk. is obtained from the silkworms, and then we will see how we process these threads into silk fibers, into silk fabrics. Okay. Now we know that a female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at a time. The eggs are stored carefully on strips of cloth or paper and sold to silkworm farmers. The farmers keep eggs under hygienic condition, okay, hygienic condition and under suitable condition of temperature and humidity. Okay, the silk farmers, silkworm farmers are those people who work in sericulture. Okay, they store them in hygienic conditions and temperature, suitable temperature. The eggs are warmed to a suitable temperature for the larvae to hatch from the egg. Okay. They also warm it and like not, they don't put it on a stove if you think. Okay. No. They do not just put it on a fire or put it on a stove. No, they do not warm it like that. They warm it in the sun. Okay. Provide it a little bit more warmer temperature. So, larvae they hatch from the eggs. This is done when mulberry trees bear a fresh crop of leaves. Okay, when mulberry trees, see, mulberry tree leaves are those leaves which they feed, okay, which these silkworms feed are mulberry leaves. Okay, so they are placed on mulberry leaves and the larvae called caterpillars eat day and night. They eat mulberry leaves day and night and they increase in size. They become bigger and bigger. Okay. Then what happens? They are kept in clean bamboo trays along with freshly chopped mulberry leaves. Okay, bamboo tray means you take a bamboo, you cut it like that. Okay, so that bamboo portion you will have left. In that they spread mulberry leaves and on that they place the caterpillars. Okay, so what happens is that after 25 to 30 days, the caterpillars stop eating and move into a tiny chamber of bamboo in the tray. Okay. Um, I've seen a picture. Let me show you. I think I saw a video on that, but let's see if we can find the picture. What I saw was one or two, cocoons spinning inside a bamboo. Okay. When it is done in a large scale, when it is done at a large scale, they use a bamboo basket and it looks like this. They use a bamboo basket to place the cocoons and they spin them, they spin around, and that is how it looks like. Okay, this is a bamboo basket in which the caterpillars form their cocoon. Okay, after feeding for 25 to 30 days, they start forming cocoons and it looks like this. This is from sericulture. Okay, these are caterpillars. Okay. So this is how it looks like. And what I saw was a video in which there was a tray like this. See, I will show you. This is a sliced bamboo here, right here. And they used to spread mulberry leaves inside. And then after eating here, the cocoon would go inside this, and then it used to spin cocoon inside this. Right. Okay, but when it is done in a more bigger level with so many caterpillars and so many cocoons, they use that bamboo baskets.
Ma'am,
Okay, yes, Hannah.
ma'am, what are cocoons? Made out of lamb.
What are cocoons made out of? It is a saliva, okay, that these things secrete out of their mouths, okay, which is made up of protein, okay, which is made up of protein, and this protein, the small threads are there, okay, they keep spinning their heads in eight motion of eight, okay, like this. They keep spinning the motion of head. While they are spinning it, they will secrete this thread-like thing from their mouth, okay, made up of protein, and then it gets wrapped around them as they spin their head. They move, it wraps around them, and then it becomes a cocoon. Okay. Then small racks or twigs may be provided in the trays to which cocoons get attached. Okay, they attach themselves to small twigs or small racks. The caterpillar or silkworm spins the cocoon inside, which develops the silk moth. In that only, the caterpillar develops into a silk moth. Slowly they grow and they become silk moth. Okay, so the silk moths are collected separately and the cocoons are collected separately. The cocoon bursts open and then a silk moth, which is fully developed, comes out of it. Okay, processing of silk. Any doubt in rearing of silkworm? No.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, uh, we can, uh, ma'am, we can rear silk from caterpillars also.
We can rear silk from caterpillars also. Uh, you mean the butterfly caterpillars?
Yes, ma'am.
We because butterflies also develop in the same way, but the quality of silk will differ. Okay, I don't think they like produce threads. The butterfly one produce threads which are soft, okay, and smooth, shiny, and one more quality, elastic. These are the qualities of the cocoon of the silkworm. Okay, soft, smooth, shiny, and elastic. These are the qualities of silk clothes that we buy. Okay, this is the quality of silk, the cocoon of the silkworm. So we might not get these features in the cocoon of butterflies. Okay, even though butterflies also grow in the same manner by cocoon. Okay, butterflies also develop in the same manner. Processing of silk. Silk fibers are separated out from the cocoons before they turn to adult. The cocoons are kept under the sun or boiled to expose to steam to get silk fibers. Okay, see, the cocoons before they are fully, uh, before they are fully an adult, they separate the silk fibers and the moths they just develop. Okay, the moths they develop. Okay, and you take the cocoons and keep them under the sun or you boil them. And when you boil them, the cocoon, which is in the form of a ball like thing, it opens up, it spreads out. Okay, when it spreads out, it will give us silk fibers. Okay, the silk fibers are separate out of a pile of cocoons issued for obtaining silk fibers. The process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called reeling the silk. Reeling the silk. Now, you take the fibers and then you spread them and roll them. Reeling is also done in silk as well. Fibers are drawn from the cocoon by these machines. Reeling is also done in machines as well. Okay, there are machines to do the reeling. And silk fibers then are spun into silk threads, and these silk threads are woven into silk cloths. Okay, this is how processing of silk takes place. This is how processing of silk takes place. Let's see if we have a video on processing of silk. 1 minute. First, you'll check out this video. Can you see how it is spinning and making a cocoon? Almost like dancing inside to make a cocoon. Spinning. Okay. And
This is a silkworm cocoon, made from layers of fine yet incredibly durable silk threads spun by the silkworm. These threads are the primary raw material for producing silk, a fabric celebrated for its delicate and intricate creation process. From raising silkworms and harvesting cocoons
can
to
you see the reeling going on? The reeling process with threads separating.
Yes, ma'am.
extracting threads and weaving fabric. Each step requires meticulous care. A single cocoon can yield an astonishing 2,600 to 3,900 feet of silk thread. On average, it takes about 1,500 cocoons to produce one silk garment, underscoring the immense effort and precious resources involved. Silk's unique triangular fiber structure reflects light, giving it a natural sheen and an unmatched elegance. Once a symbol of power and prestige, this rare textile was so treasured in ancient times that it was reserved exclusively for royalty. This is
Okay. So it's passed through the machines, okay, reeling process, and then it is converted into threads. And then the thread is multiple threads come together, woven, and converts to silk yarn, means a little bit thicker thread. Then the yarn is taken and silk clothes, silk fabrics are made up of that yarn. Okay. Now that's true that in the ancient times, the kings and queens and all, they used to wear silk, okay, because it is considered as one of the more royal, expensive, luxurious fabrics. So they used to wear silk more. Now, we will continue. Any questions related to this processing of silk? Any doubts related to processing of silk? Yes.
Ma'am, out of ma'am, in reality, ma'am, why do these silkworms, ma'am, form cocoons?
Why do the silkworm? Can you repeat that?
Ma'am, why do the silkworms form cocoons, ma'am?
Why do the silkworm form cocoons in reality? The silkworm forms cocoon because they grow inside cocoon. Okay, like this is their place of development. It has always been like that. They form cocoons so that they can grow inside the cocoons. Okay, they develop only inside the cocoon. They need that climate of that climate enclosed, the correct temperature, okay, that place to develop. So for their development to take place, they form cocoons and they grow inside it. Okay, that is also for their protection. One another reason is one is growth. Okay, another is protection. So when caterpillars grow inside cocoon, they are protected from the outside extreme conditions. Okay, that is extreme heat, weather changes, winds, and all of these extreme conditions, they get protection inside the cocoons, okay, and it helps them grow. So those are the reasons why they form cocoons.
So it's like
Okay,
a house for them, ma'am.
it's like a house for them. Yes, that's right. It's like a house for them. 9.4 questions are homework for you. Okay. Some of y'all, I haven't received yesterday's homework. Please share yesterday's and today's homework both. Okay. Those of you who have not sent me till now, please send me yesterday's and today's homework both. Now, up
Yesterday I
till
could ask
now,
her.
okay, Zoe. All right. Up till now, we covered four types of fibers. First, we talked about cotton. Then we talked about jute. Then we talked about wool. And then we talked about silk. These four types of fibers that we covered till now. These all are natural fibers, okay, because those things that we get from plants or animals are all natural, okay. What now we are going to study is artificial or synthetic fibers. These are not natural, we do not get them from plants or animals, but humans make them, okay. Humans make them using chemicals, chemical reactions, okay, different things. Humans make them. So synthetic fibers and plastics we will study now. The synthetic fibers are made by human beings. That is why they are called or synthetic or man-made fibers. Like several beads are roped in a thread to make a garland. Several beads are, roped in a thread to make a garland. A synthetic fiber is a strand in which several small units are joined together. Okay. Several small units are joined together. So therefore, a synthetic fiber is a chain of small units and each small unit is a chemical substance. Okay. Synthetic fibers are chain of small units joined together and each unit is a chemical substance. Now many small units combine to form a large unit. Okay. Many small units combine to form a large unit which is known as polymer, and polymer is made up of two words, poly and mer. Poly means poly means uh many, many, and mer means units. Okay, the word poly, they are Greek words poly and mer. Poly means many and mer means parts or units. So polymer is made up of many repeating units. Okay. If like we saw natural fibers, just a minute. We saw that natural fibers are just threads obtained, but synthetic fibers are small units in the form of a chain. Do we have an image? Yes. Small units in the form of a chain that are linked together to form a fabric. Okay, to form a fabric. These are the small units. Okay, so this is the structure of artificial or synthetic fibers. This is the structure of synthetic fibers. Now, coming back to types of synthetic fibers, we will study. Okay, you've heard the names, you must have heard the names rayon, nylon. Yeah, rayon, nylon. Rayon, nylon are examples of artificial fibers. Okay, now rayon is artificial silk. Rayon is artificial silk and um, it is obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. Okay, now you will say, man, wood pulp is a plant. Wood pulp though is a plant, so rayon should be a natural fiber. but we do not directly process wood pulp, or we do not directly use wood pulp. We use chemicals to process wood pulp. That is why rayon is artificial fiber. Okay. Rayon, although rayon is obtained from a natural source, wood pulp, yet it is man-made. It is cheaper than silk. It is used to make variety of clothes, and rayon is, if you've heard the term mixed fabric, mix, okay, or cotton mix. Cotton mix means it is a mixture of cotton and rayon, okay, cotton and synthetic. Cotton mix or rayon mix, okay, means a mixture of cotton and rayon, okay, mixture of two fabrics. Okay, now rayon, when it is mixed with cotton, it is used to make bed sheets. And when you mix rayon with wool, we make carpets out of it. Okay, when we mix rayon with cotton with to make bed sheets, and mix with wool to make carpets. Nylon is another man-made fiber. Okay, nylon, you must have heard about nylon. Now, it is prepared from coal, water, and air. Nylon is prepared from coal, water, and air. It is strong, elastic, and light. And it is also lustrous and easy to wash. So, nylon became very popular for making clothes. Okay, because it is shiny, it is easy to wash, it is elastic, it is lightweight and strong. Okay, a nylon thread is actually stronger than a steel wire. Okay, and with nylon, we make some things such as parachutes. Have you seen that material, which is, lightweight, shiny, and, slippery, like, okay, in the parachutes and these things, not really parachute, but in some raincoats and these things, if you've seen that, those are all synthetics. Okay, those are all synthetics, and parachutes, ropes, and ropes for rock climbing. Okay, you also make tent material, if you've seen, or socks, toothbrush, car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. are made up of nylon. Okay, then polyester is also a synthetic fiber. Fabric made from polyester does not get wrinkled easily. Terylene is a popular polyester, and it can be drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like any other yarn. Fabrics made up of polyester are very popular. Polycot fabric is made. See, one very interesting thing. Okay, we will be mixing polyester with other fabrics. Okay, so see, polycot. COT means cotton. Poly means polyester plus COT, cotton, makes polycot. Okay, which is made by mixing polyester and cotton. Polywool, polyester plus wool, polywool. Okay, mixing of polyester and wool. PET, okay, is also a very familiar form of polyester. If you've seen bottles, utensils, wires, and all made up of some material, okay, that is PET. Okay, that material is PET. Acrylic fibers are used to make artificial wool. Shawls and clothes from acrylic are good looking and durable, and they are more popular than natural fibers. Okay, acrylic fibers uh, to make sweaters and shawls. To make sweaters and shawls, some acrylic fibers are also used. Okay, they are durable also and looks good also. Now, there is an activity: burn a thread of synthetic fiber and burn a thread of cotton fabric. What difference did you observe? There is an activity. Now, what are some characteristics of synthetic fibers? What are some qualities of synthetic fibers? Number one, they are durable. Okay, means they are strong, less expensive, readily available in comparison of natural fiber. Why readily available compared to natural fibers? Readily available means you can make them anytime using chemicals. Okay, for natural fibers, you have to wait for a particular season to get them. You have to wait for a particular time of the year. a particular season to get them. But synthetic fibers, you can just mix chemicals and make them anytime. Okay, so they are more readily available and they dry up quickly because they soak less water. They soak less water, so they dry up quickly. They are easy to maintain. Okay, easy to maintain. But one disadvantage is that they melt on heating. They melt on heating. That is why, very important, you all listen to this, it's very important. Never go near the gas while wearing a synthetic fiber. Okay, never go near the gas or don't work near a fire or a stove while you're wearing synthetics. Okay, wear cotton and go. Because when we wear synthetic and by chance it catches fire, and mind this, it catches fire very quickly. Okay, it catches fire very quickly. When it does, it will melt. It will melt very fast and it will stick to the body of the person who's wearing it. Okay, so it will cause a fire accident. Okay, if accidentally touches the clothes, the synthetic fiber, it catches fire very easily and starts melting and gets stuck to the body of the person who's wearing it. So don't go wearing synthetic fibers near the gas, okay, near the fire. Now, activity 9.9 is there. You like to wear different types of clothes. Some are silk, some are cotton, some are woolen, some are synthetic. And which characteristics of fiber you like the most? Write your experience. This is your homework. Okay. You wear cotton, silk, woolen, and synthetic. What qualities of these do you like when you wear it? Okay. Do you like the comfort of cotton or do you like the durability of synthetic?
Ma'am,
What do you like about what? Yes, Hannah.
ma'am, how do we know what is what if it's natural or synthetic fiber?
How do you know what is what? See, Hannah, when you see woolen clothes, so you can tell, right? Woolen clothes, so you can tell. Woolen clothes are your um, natural fibers mostly. Okay, now woolen clothes are also two categories. Okay, one will feel more stuffy and shiny. Okay, one type of woolen clothes will feel more stuffy, a little bit more stuffy and more shiny and more attractive. Those are mostly synthetic woolen, artificial woolen fibers. Okay, when you find something that is slightly lesser shiny, okay, but very comfortable and warm, lightweight, warm, comfortable, but less shiny, that is natural woolen. Okay, and they also tell in the market, okay, this is 100% pure woolen article and it is woolens are natural woolens are more expensive. Okay, natural woolens are more expensive, whereas artificial ones are lesser expensive. Okay, because synthetics are low cost but natural more expensive, they are high cost. Okay, that is also one way you can tell if woolens are natural or artificial. What about synthetic? Synthetic you can tell by their feel. Okay, you can tell by their feel. They will feel soft. Okay, they will feel soft, and when you touch them, they will feel slippery and soft and shiny. Okay, when it will feel slippery and soft and shiny, you will know that this is synthetic. Cotton is more like the clothes that you wear at home. Okay, that are breathable, very comfortable. Okay, summers also you feel airy in them. Those are all cotton. Okay, those are all cotton. Silk, uh, anybody will tell you that something is silk. When you go buy silk, they'll just tell you it is silk. So, and silk also is expensive. Okay, silk is an expensive, shiny, lightweight, smooth, soft. These are the qualities of silk. So, by this, by this, you can drying is easy and easy. Fire also look
Ma'am, your
durable.
voice,
The synthetics are durable, but risk of fire not there. Yes.
ma'am, your voice was breaking.
Say again, Anna.
Your voice was
My
breaking.
voice was breaking. Okay. Synthetic, mildly comfortable. Maintenance is easy. Washing and drying is easy. Woolens, maintenance is hard. Washing and drying is hard. Risk of fire, yes. Durability is there and comfortable also. Silk, washing and drying is easy. Maintenance is a little difficult. Comfortable, yes. Risk of fire, but durable. Okay, this is your comparison table. Okay, now we will stop here for today. You can do this based on your own thinking also. That's fine. Okay. Now we will stop here and 5 minutes break for you, and then we'll start with maths. All right, let's begin. It is Anjali, all of you. Today I will practice some questions with you. I'm not starting anything new in maths today, but we will practice some more questions based on what we did in the previous classes. Okay, we'll practice some more questions based on calculating the cost price and selling price. Yes, Hannah.
Ma'am, you told us if we had any question in the fourth question, ma'am. You told
Yes.
to let us know in tomorrow's class.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Hannah.
I could not complete the question, ma'am. I did not understand how.
Which question, Hannah?
Ma'am, the last fourth one.
The fourth one.
Ma'am, I couldn't either solve the third or fourth one.
Ma'am, I only
Third and the
solve the
fourth one.
fourth one.
Okay. Okay. We will solve this. We will solve that. Just give me a minute to check the question. I'm opening the book. 1 minute. Just one. It's in the group also, right? Hmm. Okay, the fourth question. Suresh spent 250 rupees on repairs. So, overhead charges rupees 250. Okay. And cost price, whose cost price is how much? Rupees 550. In the question, we have a profit of 12, 1 by 2%. Okay. And what we have to calculate, selling price, we have to calculate. Okay. Now, first we will, it is 12, 1 by 2%. Can we write it as 12.5%? Okay. It becomes 12.5%. Now converting it to profit. Okay, we will convert this to profit. How? How? 12.5 upon 10 into 1 by 100. Okay, that is how we convert. So we remove the point, and we will get how much? 125 upon 1000. 125 upon 1000. Solve this and tell me how much you will be getting.
Um,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
How does 1000 come?
ma'am, how does
How?
10 become 1000, ma'am?
Okay. 112.5 upon 10. Okay, I told you that when we remove the point, we will put 1, and uh, after the point we have one number, so 10. Okay, and into 1 by 100. Why? Because it is 12.5%. Okay, So to change it to normal, I will do 1 upon 100. Okay, I will do 1 into 1 upon 100. So 10 into 100 I did. Okay, 125 into 1, 125, 10 into 100, 1000. That is how I got 125 upon 1000. Hope it's clear to you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
but why would you write 10, ma'am?
Wow, why would I write 10? 10 is to remove the decimal of 12.5. Okay. 10 is written to remove the decimal of 12.5. It was not 125 earlier, it was 12.5. Now to remove the decimal, we remove the decimal and put 1 and up to the decimal places 0 beneath. Okay. So that is why 10. 12.5 upon 10. So it just becomes 125 upon 10, and here it is still percentage. So to change it, to remove the percentage, I will do into 1 upon 100. Okay, into 1 upon. Solve this, all of you, and tell me what are you all getting? Johanna, Eva, Hannah, solve
Ma'am,
this.
ma'am, I got
Yes,
125 to 1000. I got 1 by 8.
1 by 8 you got. Okay, that is correct. Eva, 1 by 8. How? 25. I'm cancelling with 5, okay? 5 twos are 10, 0 and 0. 5 fives are 5 fours are 20 and 0. 5 ones are 5. 5 eights are 40. So you will get how much? 1 by 8. 1 by 8. Okay. Now, cost price. Now, take a look at the cost price. The cost price given in the question is 550 and overhead is 250. I told you that you add the cost price and overhead to get original cost price. Okay. Original cost price
Can we
is
write it as
equals to.
CPO?
Can you repeat that, Hannah?
Ma'am, can we write the original cost price as CPO?
CPO. Okay, or you can just write it as CP. Yes, Abija.
Ma'am, I haven't really understood the concept of overhead charges.
The concept of overhead charges. Okay. Now see, the concept of overhead charges is like this, that your when okay, I'll just explain. I'm scrolling it up. Okay. When your producer makes something, okay, when your producer makes something, okay, when your producer makes something, it goes through a supply chain in which the producer sells it to the wholesaler. Wholesaler sells it to retailer. And the retailer sells it to consumer. Okay, the retailer sells it to consumers. This is a supply chain. Now, when the producer is selling to the wholesaler, suppose he sent them through a truck. Okay, he sent it through a truck. Okay, or when the producer is making something, the producer has three people beneath him. Okay, the three people beneath him who will make the uh, goods. Okay, known as laborers. Okay, or known as labor. So he is transporting through truck, so he'll have to pay to the truck person, or he's making the goods with the help of laborers, so he'll have to pay to the laborers. Okay, or if repairs are there, okay, if repairs are there, if you are selling something, if you want to, for example, your mobile phone got like it's not working anymore, and you want to buy a new mobile phone. Okay, you want to buy a new mobile phone, but there are some cracks on the screen. So will you just sell it as it is to the other person? No. We'll get it repaired first and then we will sell it, right? We will first repair it and then we will sell. So the repair, maintenance, transportation cost, labor cost, all of these are extra charges that are added in the cost. Okay, cost is a price, an amount, and truck, the money you pay to the truck people, the money you pay to the laborers, or the money you give for repair or maintenance. Okay, all of this is what? This is overhead charges, means extra on top of the cost price. Okay, extra on top of the cost price. These extra charges are added to your cost and then you calculate the final answer. Okay, these extra charges are added to your cost and then you calculate the final answer. Okay, so yes, 800, 1 second, Hannah. 800 is original cost, Hannah. Okay. Original cost price is 800. Okay. Profit, we will calculate. Profit is 1/8 of cost price. Okay. Profit is 1/8 of cost price. That we know. Okay. So with that, can we calculate the profit amount? Yes, we can calculate the profit amount. So profit is 1/8 of cost price. So you can do it like this. Profit is equals to 1 upon 8 of cost price. Okay, so 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8, 0, 0. Profit is how much? 100 rupees. Okay, now selling price is equals to cost price plus profit. So cost price how much? 800. Profit how much? 100. Selling price is equals to rupees 900. Okay. Selling price is equals to rupees 900. This is how you can solve it. Okay, what we did, I haven't used the ratio. Okay, yes, Hannah, CPO is 800 and I haven't used ratio because we can just calculate cost price with the help of, sorry, we can just calculate profit with the help of cost price. Okay, because profit is a part of cost price. Okay, cost price is the base. So we can just calculate it as uh, 1/8 of cost price. Okay, 1/8 of cost price, 1 by 8 into 800 cost price, you will get profit 100. Add profit to the cost price back again, you will get what? 900, which is the selling price. Okay, understood now? Eva, Johanna, Hannah, Zoe, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
okay.
isn't this
Yes,
today's homework question?
yes, Abhijit, this is yesterday's homework question. They all had doubt in this question, so we are solving it. Okay, this is yesterday's homework question. Shall I give you a question to solve now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shall I give you one question to solve now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Solve this and tell me. 1 minute. Shall I clear the screen if you have written?
Done, ma'am.
Have you all
Ma'am,
done
should I
writing?
also write this?
No, Abhija. I think yours was correct. You were getting 900, right? It's correct, Abhija. You don't have to write. The others, if you all want to write, you can write it.
Ma'am, done.
Okay. Okay, then. New question incoming. Cost price is rupees 480. Loss is 16 whole number 2 by 3%. You have to find the selling price. Okay. Cost price is rupees 480. Sorry. Loss is 16, 2 by 3%. You have to find out the selling price. No, Eva, that's not the answer. Check once again. Check once again, please.
Ma'am,
Yes, Hannah.
ma'am, to find loss, ma'am, should we use the same method we used for profit?
Yes, Hannah. You can use the same method that we just used for profit. Like for finding, like in the just previous fourth question, the method that I showed you, that method you can use.
Ma'am, I sent you. Ma'am, you're
I'm
on.
mute. Okay. So sorry. Yes, Hannah, your answer was correct. It's a correct answer. Anybody else getting answers? No? No, Ambija? Johanna? Okay, let's solve this together then.
Ma'am, I sent you another one.
No, Eva, that's incorrect. Okay, first we will convert loss, that is 16, 2 by 3% into an improper fraction. So multiply 16 with 3.
Ma'am, 50 by 3.
Yes, 50 by 3. First 48 plus 2, 50 by 3. Now see, 50 by 3 is still a percent. Okay, so to remove that, we will do 50 by 3 into 1 by 100. 1 by 100. Now you will cancel 50 ones are 50, 50 twos are 100. 1 into 1, 1, 3 into 2, 6. Okay, 1 by 6. Now using 1 by 6, you can calculate loss. Okay, loss is equals to 1 by 6 of cost price. Okay, so you can do 1 by 6 multiplied by cost price, which is 480. Okay, now cancel it with 2. 2 threes are 6, 2 twos are 4, 2 fours are 10, 0. 3 ones are 3, and then just a second. Yes, 80. So 80 is what? My profit. Oh, sorry, not profit, loss. 80 is my loss. Now understand this, that loss happens in what condition? When the cost price is more than the selling price. Okay. When the cost price is more than the selling price, that is when loss happens. Here we have the cost price and we have to calculate the selling price. Okay. So the formula becomes selling price is equals to cost price minus loss. Okay, cost price minus loss. So what you will get? 480 minus 80, 400 rupees. 400 rupees is what? Selling price. Okay, 400 rupees is your selling price. Because if there is profit, we add it to cost price. Okay, to find selling price, profit is added to cost price. But in the case of loss, we minus the loss from cost price to get selling price. Okay, we minus the loss from cost price to get selling price. All right, understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, one more question. Please do one more question. The next question. Selling price 800 rupees. Profit
Ma'am, this also we
30.
should do.
What, Hannah?
Ma'am, should we also do this question?
If you've already found out the answer, you don't have to write it again. But those who have not written this previous question, they can write it down.
No,
Okay.
ma'am, the new question, is it for us?
Then, yes, yes. The new question is for you to solve. Okay.
Excuse
The
me,
new,
ma'am.
yes, Johanna.
How did 16 2 by 3% became 50 by 3?
How did 16 2 by 3% became 50 by 3? What we did is we will multiply this 16 with 3. Okay, what you will get? 48, right? 48. And then to 48, you will add this 2. Okay, first 16 into 3 means the side number and the bottom number we will multiply. How much we will get? 48. Then to the 48, we add the top number, that is 2. How much? 50. And this 3 bottom 3 and this bottom 3 as it is. Okay, so this is how you convert. Please start solving the next question. Selling price 800, profit 33, 1 by 3%. Cost price is unknown. You have to find the cost price, and this will use the ratio method. This question will use the ratio method.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, should we again multiply the fraction after we converted it from mixed fraction into 100?
Yes, Hannah. Yes. That is the step that is common. Okay. That is one step that will remain common because the percent sign is there now. The profit is percent form. We need to remove the percent sign. So that step, every question you have to do. First convert it into improper fraction, then multiply it with 1 by 100. Okay. That step for every question.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I got an answer.
you got an answer. Okay.
Can I
Um,
say it?
yes,
Ma'am, cost price is 600 rupees.
correct. That's correct. Abhijit, that's the correct answer. Okay. To Johanna's question, how did 50 by 3 become 1 by 6? 50 by 3. Now see, Johanna, 50 by 3 is in the form of percent only. Okay, first we had 16 2 by 3%. Okay, first we had 16 2 by 3%. Okay, then we had to convert it into improper fraction. 16 into 3, 48. 48 plus 2, 50 upon 3. Now 50 upon 3 is still percent. Okay, it's still 50 upon 3%. Remove this percent sign, to remove this percent sign, we have to do 50 upon 3 into 1 upon 100. 50
Ma'am,
upon 3 into, yes, 1 upon 100. Okay,
ma'am,
then you cancel, 1 second. Then you cancel 50 ones are 50, 50 twos are 100, 1 multiplied by 1, 1, 3 multiplied by 2, 6. That is how you get 1 by 6.
So
Okay.
if it's only percent, we should do 1/100.
If it is percent, yes, you always do 1 by 100. Now this step will come in every question of this
ma'am,
type, okay?
ma'am.
Yes,
For
yes.
the other question, I did the same thing. It came 1 by 3, not the answer. After I did this.
1 by 3 is correct. That is the fraction, the reduced fraction of 33, 1 by 3%. You will get 1 by 3. Okay, try that out, Johanna. Reduce 33, 1 by 3%.
Ma'am, I also got 600 rupees.
You also got 600. Okay,
Ma'am,
that's correct. Yes.
after 1 by 3, you multiply by the SP, right? 800.
Uh, 1 by 3, you will use the ratio method in this. Eva. Okay, you will use the ratio method in this. 1 by 3 means 3 is the cost price, 1 is the profit, and
Okay.
selling price is cost price plus profit, that is 4. Okay, Zoe, how's the progress? How's the progress, Zoe?
It's okay, ma'am. It's a little bit hard.
It's a little bit hard. Yeah, I understand. That is why we are not moving to a new topic until all of you learn how to do this. Okay, only then we'll move on to problem questions based on this. Not trying to scare you, and it is not scary. We learn that in an easy manner. Okay, so first you learn this nicely. Practice, we'll practice a lot of questions based on this, and then only we will move on to problems. Now, see, I'm solving this for you all. Okay, so see it once again. The ratio method 33, 1 by 3%. First, we will calculate it into mixed fraction. 3 into 33, 99 plus 1 upon 3. Okay. So 99 plus 1, 100 upon 3. And it is still percent, 100 upon 3%. So to remove percent, I will do 100 upon 3 multiplied by 1 upon 100. Okay. Now cancel 100 with 100. You will get 1 by 3. Okay. Now, like I told you, the bottom one is CP, top one is profit. Okay. Selling price is equals to cost price plus profit. So 3 plus 1, 4 is my selling price. Okay. Now come to the ratio. The ratio is cost price is to selling price. Cost price is to selling price is our ratio. Okay. Which is how much? 3 is to 4. Okay, 3:4. Now I'm calculating what? I'm calculating cost price. So I can do cost price is equals to CP upon SP into SP, original selling price. So I will write cost price, which is this 3, I will write here 3. Selling price, which is this 4, I will write 4. Multiplied by original selling price, how much in the question? 800. This one. Okay, 800. So I will write into 800. Now I will multiply 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Okay, 3 into 2 6, 20, 600 rupees um is my cost price. Okay, 600 rupees is my cost price. Hope you all understood now. Yes, Johanna.
The place I got stuck was when it was 100 by 3 into 1 by 3. I didn't know how to make it to 1 by 3.
100 by 3 into 1 by 100. You just cancel both hundreds, okay, and you will get 1 by 3. Then it is very simple. It is just 1. See the bottom number whenever you are getting like this. Whenever you are getting like this, the bottom number now is always cost price. The top number is always profit. Okay. Okay. So uh, then what you will do is you will solve it like this and you will get SP, you will calculate CP and you will get the final cost price. Now I wanted to do one question with you based on loss also. What if there is loss in this question? Loss percent. Okay, then how to do it? So we'll do that tomorrow. Loss question. And similar questions I will give you as homework today. Okay. Max homework I will post separately in the group. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Hannah. Hannah, you are muted.
ma'am, do you mean you will give questions in homework that are like this but have loss percent in them?
I may as well give you questions like this, which are like this, but have loss percentage. When you have loss percentage, Hannah, same method is followed. Okay. Same method is followed for questions that have loss percentage also. Okay. Questions that have loss percentage, same method is followed, but uh, from like, for example, this is cost price, which is 3. Okay. And suppose this instead of profit, it was loss. Okay. So this loss is subtracted, like this whole 1 by 3, the whole portion is subtracted from CP for loss. Okay. Because 1 by 3 is loss out of the whole, okay, out of the whole 3. So out of the whole 3 you will subtract, because you know that in loss we subtract, yeah, in loss we subtract, in profit we add. So 3 minus 1 by 3, okay, then what you will get, you will use that as the ratio of SP and CP. We will do one question tomorrow and I'll explain you more nicely. Okay, we will do one question tomorrow and I'll explain you more nicely how this works. Okay, I will give one question, you try if it's happening, and more questions on profit I'll give. Loss we'll discuss tomorrow in detail. Okay, that's all for you today and I'll be seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Fine.